Today's video is going to be kind of unscripted. I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bullet points. I'm going to be talking about that while I'm redoing these old ass Rattails today. Well, it's not old, I just didn't do it right, but welcome. If you haven't already, I'm Otley. I make music. I literally make music. I do cool content. I make playlists, emo type shit. You know, we're gonna be dyeing this hair. I was gonna do it. I did a test strip under here. You can't see it. And anyway, that's a whole video. I've never dyed my hair myself. I always done it by people. Anyway, to the point of the video. So, like, I don't know. AI and music to me is. I just want to wipe the lens. Actually, color. You're gonna get a nice close up here. So AI and music, I don't know what to do. So I have been, it's kind of tossed out in one of my school things as well, that we got a topic on the ethics of AI generated music, and I feel like there's multiple levels of the ethics associated with it, because you can use this stuff, right? There's the legal issues, and then there's the legal conversation, and then there's the creative conversation, right? The creative conversation it comes down to a level of like authenticity, right? What do you like essentially believe is still what you're doing, and what is AI generated? I think out of all the things that we have, okay, well, there's writing lyrics, and then there's also writing music, right? And that's where the conversation really dials in, because just writing a simple melody it still can be written in a transcribable way, as in a way for other people to read it and play it in the same way. So therefore it just goes like any other writing. If you're a musician and AI is doing that, you're taking away not just, you could also be taking so much levels of authenticity away. I think there's such a fine line of how to use this stuff. It can be it can really help you, but then you can also become like really lazy. And I think that this is a what do you call it? A prediction warning. Like, I think that AI is going to take over the a DAW, like a DAW, a digital audio workstation. So something like FL Studio or Ableton, Pro Tools, Logic, another one. If you are using one of those, I think they're gonna have to adapt to use AI in their applications, or one like Suno is going to take over, because it's just the way of the future. The thing is, AI is getting so good now, you can tell it to do specific things so specifically, and so what version of it is that you, and what version of that is the AI? It's such a fine line. The thing that I like though is that sooner you can extract your stems, so you can extract your vocals, your backing vocals, your guitar, your piano, whatever, right? And then you can edit them individually in your current DAW, right? So in FL, etc., etc. And I use Ableton, but I started out on FL, and I think that these type of tools and making music is going to lack and fall behind in the future, and that they're going to have to adapt. So I think it's going to change in the way that AI is definitely going to take over in some sort of way in the music industry, and the production side of sound. It's just going to be the way it is. And the thing is, I think it's also going to, I forgot what I was going to say, but it's also going to start taking away jobs, right? And that's the thing. Let's say if I'm a startup musician, which I am, check out my music, please. I really don't know what I did and not in these things so much. Can I just cut this? I think AI, like if I started out and I wanted to get a job, right? This whole thing is just gonna be unscripted and just me rambling, by the way. I've got a microphone up there. I hope it's catching a lot of what I'm saying. I need to turn it up a bit. So I think like if I had to try and get a job in some sort of field, is like, oh, you know, I will be like I'll work for an advertisement company, let's say, and we make ads for different companies, and I'll make the music for it, right, to match, and da 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 da. Now, you don't really need that now, right? You can just use AI. And it's taking away jobs, but it's also giving artists more jobs to do in the way that they want to. Now, I don't really know how yet, but I'm trying to be optimistic and to see the bigger picture. There's the legal-ish side as well. That's the creativity side, right? And then we got this thing out. And then we got the legal side of it. Now, certain things is when you use a company's AI tool, they now own the rights to it. Now, a lot of it is like being made like that. So this is like a rat tail. I just braided this wool through it, which my real hair is in here. My real hair goes like up to, where are we? Like up to here. My real hair is up to here. It's wrapped in the end there. Yeah, I just kind of think that the legal side of it is they're gonna take the rights to it. I think it's just going to take time and cases to happen. I mean, if you upload your music to certain AI, they immediately own the rights to it, and this goes within like many different AI companies for developing in the music industry. I think that I'd really like to know what your opinion is. Like, I'm not just asking this for comments or anything, but I've been asking friends, I've been asking family, and I'm really curious to know. I really want to know what other people think on like a much broader spectrum. So yeah, I'm genuinely curious because I don't know how it's going to impact the industry. I really have no idea, and that's kind of why I wanted to ask, because I don't know. I know it's gonna help, but I also think it's gonna be a tool, but it's also going to be, it's gonna take away. I don't know. It's the other thing is there's so many bands and artists that are fully AI, and you can't prove if they're real or not, and it's going to lead to a whole level of authenticity and knowing what's real and what's fake. That's why I believe in like openness, and the songs that are AI generated or AI assisted, I will always specify that in the description of the song. I would always like to, as the real hair, I'd always like to be transparent and open about this sort of thing, you know. Also, I've never been good at braiding. I literally just started this thing like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, and I redid it last night for the second time, and it didn't come out so great. Like, I was so bad at untangling this thing before. Yeah, I feel like I've already just said everything that I needed to say, and I haven't even finished doing this. I think let's just look at the topics. We got the topics are authenticity versus automation. The second one is creativity. The third topic is impact on upcoming artists. The third is the trust of listeners. The fourth, sorry. And the fifth is collaboration. Yeah, so that's what I think. Like, it'll have to be in plugins and stuff. It'll have to be in plugins, and people have to own more of the rights to it. I definitely think it can help. I think it's really cool for me to have like an AI persona. The name of it is Aaliyah, and it's like a female persona of my songs and stuff that I can use in female vocals, which I really couldn't do before. You know, and it opens up a whole world of genre that you can delve into now. You know, it's just how it goes. But yeah, I wanted to know what everyone's opinion on this was. I feel like I'm kind of finished with this video. I will show the ending of this. Undoing this took forever in the beginning. It's because I was looking what I was doing more. You see, I wasn't feeling. And you know, I feel like that just goes in any aspect of life, right? We tend to like analyze more than what we feel, and we forget that what we feel is like so true sometimes, not all the time, right? I don't know, I'm just figuring out how to do this. I don't really know what I'm doing, to be quite honest. There's 6 pieces of string of wool, and I don't even know if that's the right way, but that's just how I do it. So yeah, that's kind of it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, check out the socials, like, follow us, comment what you really think. I'm honestly curious. So yeah, thank you.